Hello everybody. Today's video is a review of 4.6 and linear modeling. So nothing new today, just a review. So first, review of correlation. There's three types of correlation. There can be a positive correlation, there could be a negative correlation, or there could be no correlation. Now, how do we find the correlation coefficient? That's R. Okay, so how do you find R? So you have to type in the data into the list and then use the stat button to find R. So let's review that. So how to find R. So remember, we start by hitting stat and then hit enter on edit. And then you have to clear your lists and type in the new ones. So to clear, we hit clear, enter, and then go up to list 1, hit clear, enter. All right, and then just type it in. So minutes is going to be list 1, 30, enter, 31, enter, 30, enter, 30, enter, 25, enter, 18, enter. And then for list 2 is the points Y, 14, enter, 13, enter, 13, enter, 11, enter, 7, enter, 5, enter. Make sure you got them all, and then you go to stat, and then the right arrow to calc, and down to option 4. That's our new friend. And then go all the way down to calculate, hit enter, and just R, not R squared, just R. It's a rounded 0.93. So R is 0.93. And then classifying based on R. If it's a positive number, it's going to be positive. If it's a negative number, it's going to be negative. And if it's close to 0, it's going to be no correlation. And I would say this one's pretty strong. So I would even say strong positive because it's in the 0.9s. Okay, best fit line. How do we find a best fit line? Well, if you're given a graph, you just do y equals mx plus b. So on this line, let's locate the y-intercept. Looks like it's right here. You got to pick the point that's on the line where it hits the y-axis. And that looks like it's at 3. So our y-intercept is 3. And then let's calculate our slope. So from one point on the line to another point on the line, what is our slope? So it looks like we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. So up 4 over 2, and that reduces to 2 over 1, also known as 2. All right, we have our M, we have our B. Now we put it together. Y equals mx plus b. So super easy off a graph. Y equals 2x plus 3. Now on a calculator, you guessed it, we got to go back to the list, type everything in, and use the linear regression button 4 to get the model. So you know the drill. Stat, edit, clear list 2, clear list 1, same thing as before. Oh, no! It's the same as this one. Don't clear it. Don't clear it. Otherwise you have to type it in again. Darn it. Okay, so sorry if you cleared it. 30, 31, 33, 30, 25, 18. Oh, what a pain. All right, why? 14, 13, 13, 11, 7, 5. Okay, that took like 10 seconds. We're okay. All right, go back to stat, right arrow to calc, and then down to option 4. Arrow down to calculate, hit enter, and you should have your A and your B. So y equals mx plus b. So this model is going to be y equals 0.62x minus 6.75. So y equals ax plus b. All right, so just nothing new, just a review. And then the backside, we're going to review the linear modeling. So a truck rental company rents a moving truck for 1 day by charging $29 plus 20 cents per mile. Write a model that relates the cost, C, in dollars to the number X miles driven. Okay, so define your variables. C is going to be cost in money, and X is going to be number of miles driven in miles, obviously. Okay, so what's our model? So the cost is going to be, well, we're just going to read through. It's $29 flat fee plus 20 cents per mile, but mile means X. So 20 cents times X. 20 cents per mile. And then C says if you drive 110 miles, we're going to plug that in for X, saying what will the cost be? So the cost is going to be 29 plus 20 cents times 110 miles. So let's type that in. So 29 plus 0.20 times 110. That's going to be $51. Okay, now D is the opposite. On D, they give you the cost, so this time the 300 is going to go in for C, and you need to work backwards to find X. Okay, so if we plug it in, 300 equals 29 plus 0.20x. And you're going to draw your wall, right, to solve for X. So minus 29, what is that? 170, so 271 equals 0.20x, and then divide by 0.20, divide by 0.20, and we should get X. And I got 1,355 miles. And you always put units on these when they're word problems. Okay, and then the last one is linear modeling, but with the graphing calculator, so that's back to the table. And then option 4 does it all for you. Okay, so calories is X, fat is Y. That's defining your variables. To develop a model, we're going to go to our list. And you should be a pro at this by now. Okay, so stat, edit, and then if you have more numbers than you have, you don't even have to clear. You can just write right over it. So 720, enter. It's just going to go right over it. 530, 510, 500, 305. Just make sure you hit enter every time so it's overriding it. Okay, so I got all my X's in. And then I go to the Y. Make sure you scroll up to the top, but don't make sure you're under list 2 if you're going to override these. Okay, so we got 46, 30, 27. Make sure they're matching up with their right partner. 26, 13, 20, 25, 13, 26. And you should have the same amount in each column. All right, then it's stat. Right arrow to calc, down to option 4, and then enter on calculate. And all you need is your A and your B, y equals mx plus b. Okay, so part B, our model is y equals 0.07x minus 9.27. Okay, and then using that model, letter C says, how much fat would a 330 calorie, well, calorie is X, so we're going to put that into X. Okay, so to find the fat, it's going to be 0.07 times 330 minus 9.27. And you're going to type that in the calculator. and you get about 13.83 grams of fat. Well, this was the same problem as before, wasn't it? So I think you just did this one the other day, but we did it again if you needed it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.